What's going on YouTube? DarkWorldMOFO here, and before I get into today's video, I'm going to be answering questions. So the first question that I was asked that I liked was, what cards do you think Konami would have to give Dark Worlds to become Tier 1? And for all you Dark World players who keep up on the game, almost know it, and I think it's called Dark Corridor. And what the card says is it says, add one Dark World monster, or maybe card, from your deck to your hand, then discard a card. That card is ridiculous. It's crazy how good it's going to be, and I'm scared. I don't think they're going to actually make that card that broken, because it's obviously going to make the deck Tier 1. It's going to add incredible speed to the deck and incredible consistency to the deck, and there's no way that they could just make that card as simple as it is for Dark Worlds, because it would make Dark Worlds obviously extremely good and extremely fast-paced and extremely unstoppable turn 1 if they get the right hand. It's going to be nuts. So yeah, that's definitely a card that would make them Tier 1, or bringing back any of Card of Safe Return, Graceful Charity, any of that kind of stuff. Yeah, and then next question. Tits or ass? I was asked that, and I thought this one was funny. Before I answer this question, I want to let you guys know, you guys can ask me whatever you want, whether it's something about my life or general knowledge that you want to know about me, or if it's something you want to know about the game, my opinion on something. I had a few questions that I saw, and I answered a few of them on the page, because I'm not going to really answer them. Like, for instance, I had a question, what do you think is a better deck, Evil Swarm or Dino Rabbit? People don't want to hear that kind of stuff on my channel. No offense to your question, I understand that you want it to be answered, which is fine, but if you guys want your questions to be on my channel, make sure to make them interesting, make sure to make them exciting, make sure to have them so that when other people listen to the questions and when I answer them, they're going to be like, damn, that was a good question, I'm glad somebody else asked that, or like, why didn't I think of that, kind of examples like that. But anyway, so that was, oh, tits or ass, dude. Ass, man, definitely. Both are nice as always, or just a gorgeous face is always nice, 100%, but I'm going to have to go with ass on that, dude. And then the last question, what do you think the meta will be in the next format? And that is where my video comes into play today. I am very excited for this new format. I really am. I honestly feel like Konami is going to slow it down a little bit, and I really, really hope they do. They're bringing back our 3-axis Fire Fist is coming out. The Bujins are coming out. I feel like Mermails are going to have a huge comeback for some reason. I feel like Dragons are still going to be a viable deck, but they're not going to be extremely broken. They're going to be like a little bit like Chaos Dragons. Chaos Dragons were really, really good back in the day, but then when they got hit, they still kind of did their thing here and there, and it was kind of cool to see. And that's what I really hope for the future. I feel like this next format is going to be a lot slower paced, and I like that, because usually slower paced takes a lot more skill and thought, and the duels are a little bit longer, and you really have to think out your plays. And I feel like there's going to be a huge variety of meta, especially with the slower paced format and slower decks, and like one-for-one exchanges and more communication between players. It's going to have a lot of people really be able to show off their skills with the decks that they play, whether it is a Tier 2 deck playing the Tier 1 deck or a Tier 3 deck playing a Tier 2 deck against each other. I feel like it's going to be cool. For some reason, I feel like Access Fire Fists are going to be amazing. I really do. They're already a good deck as it is. They're all over Dueling Network. And Bujins, I like that deck a lot. I might even pick that deck up. It's kind of fun. I don't like the concept too much, but on the other hand, I do. It's really weird. Like, you just have this one guy who you want to keep on the field and concentrate your entire strategy with this guy, whether it's offensively or defensively, the way you're playing. It's just centered around this one guy, and it's kind of cool. It's like it's just a stick on the field that you can't get over, and it's fun to play against. And that's definitely more slower paced, because there's just going to have those one-for-one exchanges, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then Fire Fist. Deck's good. 3-axis Fire Fist is nuts. It really is. It's just a ton of synchroing, a ton of advantage, and a ton of speed. But it also has that grind game fashion, and I really, really like that about that deck, and I feel like that's going to be really good. And I feel like Water's going to make a huge comeback too. If they don't touch Water, then it's definitely going to be a viable option for next format. And if they do touch Water, I don't think they're going to do it too bad to the point where it's not playable. I highly doubt they will. And Dragons and Spellbooks, I feel like they are going to tune down the decks. I really hope they do, and if they do, then I'm happy, because it's going to be played, but it's not going to be as powerful and as broken as it is now, and it'll be probably fun to play against, because you're still going to have to think, you're still going to have to be nervous about those decks, etc., etc. And then Dark Worlds for the next format, if this format slows down and Dark Worlds are fast and Eradicator is still a good card, then hell yeah, we're still going to be in it. Dark Worlds have always been in it. They've always been on the edge, and I'm really looking forward to playing Dark Worlds next format, especially with a slower paced format, which is what I am guessing it's going to be next format. I feel like it is going to be slowed down, because if you think about it, we had this really fast format where it was just spellbooks and dragons, and then they just do all this crap. And there wasn't really like any like grind, back row. I miss that. I really like it. I like the Evil Storms with a few back rows and just like the little 1-for-1 advantages and stuff like that. And I really feel like next format is going to be like that. And I'm excited to see. So before I end this video, obviously guys, make sure to ask questions down below for the next video. I'll answer 3 more questions. Remember to make them interesting, exciting, anything you want to know, whether it's my personal life, general, Yu-Gi-Oh! Opinions, blah blah blah, whatever questions I like, I'll be more than happy to answer, guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video today. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up as always. Thank you so much for watching. DarkWorldMOFO out. Peace, guys.